Hey, how are you, Karina? Connie, John, Becky. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Merry Christmas, Karen. Well, hey there. Everybody went to bed. Merry Christmas. So I figured what better time, you know, go live when I probably don't have a lot of competition tonight. Hey, Sherry, Nicole, Ricky. Hey, everybody. So, is everybody partaking in the eggnog and all the other fun things, or are we all kind of just sitting around watching Christmas movies? Hey, Shanda, Leslie, Michelle. Wow, I never thought there'd be this many people with nothing to do. I've been working on getting ready for work, Courtney. Okay. Virgin hot buttered rum. That sounds good. Diamond painting. Family is 3,000 miles away. Drinking eggnog. Yeah. We finishing up an order. Wine on board. Hey, Jeannie. Gold pen. Indiana, right? Diamond painting, listening to Christmas music. Don't worry about the typos. That's why I'd rather just talk. Yeah, my husband went fishing this morning, so he was up at like 3 and went to bed at like 9, and the kids just finished wrapping all the stuff that they got, and they both went to bed, and I'm like, it's like 10 o'clock. What are you guys doing? So I figured I'd go live, try it out, see what it's all about. Hey, Redneck. Oh, retracted. Baking cookies. I haven't done that in a long time. I used to do the cutouts and the icing with all the colors and the decorating and all that, but yeah. Watching the Raiders game. Merry Christmas. Salt in the meat. So do you guys all do your big thing tomorrow, or, well, I know, like, I'm imagining, Leisha, it's going to be kind of quiet, you and just the hubby and the kids, since you're away from your family. Oh, Christmas Eve. Yep. I'll probably be up for a while. Normally we would have gone to my dad's house tonight, but we ended up skipping the trip to Wisconsin. Did talk to Brian's mom on the phone today. Her husband's a greeter at church tonight, and she had to stay home because she's not feeling well. But she's a lot like Brian. She has to have, people to talk to and everything. So I think she was kind of bummed out. But we talked to her. Well, Brian did for like an hour tonight, so I think that helped with her being alone on Christmas Eve. But yeah, Quinn just came down, brought all the presents down that he had wrapped for the family, and asked if I was excited for tomorrow. And I was kind of like, I don't know, it just still doesn't feel like Christmas here. But quiet toys. Yeah, I would always get upset when people would buy my kids loud toys. Why not, Wendy? Well, I guess because we don't have all our Christmas decorations like we used to when we were in Wisconsin. We sold everything before we moved. I don't have, we just have a tree up. We didn't put the outside lights in the house because we thought we were going to be in Wisconsin. It's just no family here, so it just doesn't quite feel right yet. But I think our plan is like every other year to go spend Christmas in Wisconsin. And this year was our year to do it, but it just didn't work out. Oh, no tree. Daughters, the grandkids get to open one. They want to open mine because they know the box has 6 or 7 gifts inside. Well, there you go, Karen. I just want to open one. Okay, open this one that's the size of a Volkswagen. And then when you get, you know, older, for females at least, then you're looking for the little box under the tree because that's usually the good one. Noisy toys for the grandkids, yes. My first husband, that was his thing. He had a goddaughter, and his favorite thing was to go and find the loudest possible toy to give her for any occasion. So we would always, I kind of enjoyed that, trying to find the most obnoxious toy to give away. My husband gave me 2 little boxes. Yeah, the little boxes tend to be some nice stuff sometimes. As long as it's not 2 little boxes, like 1 earring in each box. Yeah, I ended up spending $0 on Brian's gift. I made a video of me creating his gift based on his answers from our tag question that we did together. It was like his favorite things to do was like have me accompany him to the grocery store. So what I ended up doing was I wrapped a box in fabric, a cardboard box in fabric, and then created coupons, like a grab bag that he could dip in and pull one, and it was all stuff me doing things with him. And then he, you know, I have to have my disclaimers on everything because I need some notice. So nothing was impromptu. It was like a day of shopping, 8 hours out of the house. And I need 2 days notice. And then he has to cash it in. And then when I feel like I'm ready for that kind of thing again, I'll put it back in the box and he can draw it again. 10 diamond paintings. Awesome. Levian chocolate ring and necklace. It did a great job. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what Brian got me. Oh, those chocolate diamonds. Yeah, those ones are really cool. I was thinking actual chocolate for a second there. It's been a long time since I watched commercials. Jasmine's probably gone to bed with Brian. Did she get a Christmas present? No, but I can wrap up like dog treats again. These, I gotta figure out how these comments work because when they fade, I can't see what they are anymore, and I don't want to keep touching the screen. Hey, Deb. Matching jammies. Oh, how cute. Is there a way to make these things stay on? What if I push this button? 20-year anniversary band. Hey, Sarah. Special delivery last night for Christmas. Your first great-granddaughter. Ooh, wow. Well, that's a gift that keeps on giving, doesn't it? You got a lifetime of that coming. Hey, Deanne. Ask for sweatpants. Got Diamond Art Club. You'll take it. You know, there's this one brand out there that you could probably make sweatpants out of. Diamond Art Club sweatpants. Or not Diamond Art Club. Diamond sweatpants. Diamond painting sweatpants. Yeah. I might invent that. Next year, because I need some time, but you're all getting diamond painting quilts. 23 years in February. Wow. We're in the 7 years. 7 year. That's the scary year, right? The itchy year. The boots. Diamond painting boots. Diamond painting socks. Diamond painting bra. It's like Madonna comeback. I made him a gift, Ginger. There's no budget, so I made him coupons to cash in to make me spend time with him. And they all have a time requirement on how much notice I need before I do whatever's on the card. And there's one naughty one with a time limit. Whatever he says for an hour. Only 1 hour. I am live, Tammy. Yeah. I'm kind of scared of that one. The one where it's, I'll do whatever you say for an hour. Yeah. My husband's a bit of a horn dog. We all figured that out, didn't we? Yeah. He's going to kill me when he finds out I did this live and I'm talking about his sexual prowess. That's not what he would want, Red. He's much more adventurous than that. Walking or stalking. Woke up to the toilet. Orchid woke up to the toilet? What? Hey, Tila. Merry Christmas to you, too. Oh, Orchid, did you go up to go potty and you saw I was live? Or is that just where you watch YouTube? You know, the people upstairs, aka my family, hearing just one side of this conversation are going to be like, what the hell is going on? Cheryl's Crafty World, Merry Christmas. Sitting with small eyes, and yes, you had to go. And you brought your electronic device with because you need something to watch when you're going potty. Hey, Francine. Yeah, I never thought there would be this many people available on Christmas Eve. I honestly thought everybody would be busy doing stuff, that I'm like the only one sitting here doing nothing. Merry Christmas, Roxanne. How are you? Praying to the porcelain gods and fell asleep. These littles are dying and get into the gifts. Gotta go. Okay, Wendy, you've been a huge gift in my life this year. Thank you for all the laughs. Mary, and then it fades. Okay, Leisha, how do I make the comments stop fading while I'm trying to read them? I'm a newbie at this live stuff. I see like buttons down here, but I'm afraid to touch anything. I don't know if one of these is a self-destruct button. Horrible Christmas here. Oh no, Orchid. If I touch this little button that looks like a, you know, dialogue box, will it make the comments stop fading on me because I can't read this fast? I'm going to touch it. Do I touch it? There we go. Okay. I just thought of something I was going to say and I forgot what it was. Now they faded again. What the heck? All this, yeah, they keep fading. I don't know. I don't understand. I touched it, Shanda, and everything keeps fading. So I gotta read, like, I gotta be speed reader. I'm not a speed reader. What I did do today, though, because when I read A Ghost of a Chance, I'm too focused on how I'm reading that I can't pay attention to the actual storyline. Too concerned about pronouncing things correctly and whatever. I actually listened to the entire series today, which was kind of cool. Seeing how horrible the audio was on like the first 4 videos until I got my earbuds with the microphone from Jen, and then it improved greatly after that. But yeah, all that clicking, and it was horrible. I don't know how you guys ever listened to that crap. Bad stuff. I missed what you said there. See, it makes me, okay, phase in the chat stops for a certain time. Is that noise crickets? I don't hear any noise. I can hear my blood pressure. I can hear the refrigerator. Maybe you hear the paper on my diamond painting. I'm working on the horse. It took me like 12 tries to get the thumbnail for this live. Let me turn the light and see me all lit up. Hey, spooky. There's a noise. Can anyone else hear it? Maybe it's my charger. Let me unplug my charger. I know sometimes that gives feedback. Did that help? Sounds like a fan. It's gone. Okay, so it's the charger. I noticed that one other time I was recording something, one of the in the mirror monologue, putting on my makeup, and when I had the charger in, the audio was horrible. So yeah, it's the charger. Yeah. So now you only have me till my battery dies. I'm at 100%. It's the sounds of electricity. Yep. It's a great new game. So, I don't know what to talk about. What is, here we go. Ask me anything you want to know. What do you always want to know about me? Day 2 of her meds. She's crazy, hyper, and happy, and she has read me 5 Little Monkeys 5 times. Send help. I used to have to read to them over and over. I don't know which would be harder to deal with, having to read the same thing. For my kids, it was Mr. Brown Can Moo over and over and over again versus them reading to me. My kids didn't like to read. I know she did. She's doing good, though. I mean, I was like 16 before I could read. And she's what, 5? Brian makes breakfast in the morning, Jennifer. I had to be reminded of our Christmas tradition, unfortunately. I asked Quinn what's going on tomorrow. Dad's making breakfast. Big breakfast. He usually does pancakes and eggs and all that, and then everybody just stays in their pajamas, and the kids hand out gifts. And we open gifts, and then usually watch A Christmas Story, and then whatever other Christmas movies. Brian likes Miracle on 34th Street, the new version, so we're probably going to watch that. Yeah, that's kind of our tradition. The one thing that I guess we kind of melded our family traditions. My family, I come from a very large family. And Christmas at my dad's house is like 40 people. And so when it's time to open gifts, everybody just tears in. And nobody like watches anybody else. You just kind of, everybody rips into it because there's like, I don't know, 20 kids under the age of 12. I mean, it's huge. And Brian's family, this took me by surprise the first time I was there for Christmas. Everybody takes turns, and you have everybody's undivided attention while you open your gifts. Your one gift, all eyes are on you, which to me is incredibly stressful. Because then if you don't like it, you got to really be a good actress because all eyes are on you. But yeah, and then you take turns and you go round robin around the room over and over again until everybody's done. And it takes a really long time. So my dad's house with 40 people opens everything in like a fifth of the time it takes like the 7 of us at Brian's family's house. Youngest to oldest. Made brownies, brookies. Sorry, trying to read that again. Brookies and fudge. We're going to go to the gas station and stuff and give them to the workers. What are brookies? Oh, thank you. One of my sister-in-laws and my stepmom all have Pandora, and it took 3 years of nagging Brian, my entire family, getting on his case to get me a Pandora bracelet. And now that he's gotten me one, he realizes it makes gift giving very easy because all he has to do is go buy me a bead. Cookies. Okay. Hang on, I missed stuff. Brownie and cookie mixed. Oh, cool. So it's like soft, like brownie, not crunchy. Preset from the dumpster place. Agnes' little brother got a Tommy Hilfiger watch. Oh. That's what we do with our kids, and their 6 kids took a while. But the last gift, all of them normal big gifts, like a trampoline or a basketball hoop, something like that. Soft, okay. My family's either teachers or law enforcement and fire. Tomorrow I'll make treats to my dispatcher. Well, that's nice. Yeah, it's been probably, I'm thinking 10 years since I made Christmas cookies. I don't cook at all. Well, I haven't cooked really anything since I met Brian because he does everything. I mean, everything. He likes to get experimental with the food in the kitchen. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? But yeah, he likes to bake and cook, and I mean, he knows I like chicken cordon bleu, so he figured out how to make that. And now my thing's not scrolling. Here we go. Do I like working from home, Tammy? I love it. I love working from home. Anyone else watching the Santa tracker? No, I'm not. 2 pizzas, the hospice center. Christmas Eve buffet, stuffed, yummy. Everyone has traditions. I'm just over here like it's just another day. I am too, Leisha. That's why when Quinn said, "Are you excited for tomorrow?" I'm like, well, I don't have to work. That's good. Do you want to steal off the buffet? I got in trouble for that, big time. The cops showed up and everything. Were you going to need to check the bottom of your purse for food remnants? Hey, Christy. The actual story is I went when I was the summer after 5th grade. I spent a month with my grandma in Pompano, Florida. My grandma is Dottie. Her sister is Helen. These are those characters. Helen's husband is Ernie. So these are all real people. And my grandma, I swear to you, had a a big white bag, like the size of a beach ball, of Sweet and Low in the cabinet over her refrigerator from all the Sweet and Low she'd taken from restaurants. And Helen did put my leftover burger from Burger King in a napkin and shove it in her purse because it was wasteful. Santa just left the Hamptons. New York is on his way to Massachusetts. Certified dispatcher, dispatched for years. Yeah, so, and my Uncle Ernie, seriously, that is a true story about him. He would get on his bicycle every morning and he would ride around behind all of the stores and look at what they'd thrown out for good stuff, go back with his van. Helen would put price tags, and they have a garage sale every Saturday. And my Uncle Ernie also didn't want to spend the money on an actual man's toupee, so he would wear women's wigs. And when he rode his bicycle or went swimming, he had a giant, like, postage rubber band that he would put around the wig to hold it on. And then Helen would hold out a plastic bag for him to take the wet wig off and put the dry wig on when he was done swimming. These are my family members. And I will admit it. This is where I come from. Everyone brings 6, 7 gag presents with a few good presents mixed in. It's hilarious. I liked the one that was really fun a few years ago. At my dad's house, they did Ugly Sweater Christmas. Brian refused to participate. He didn't want to be seen in an ugly sweater. But my brother went as Cousin Eddie from a Christmas Vacation with the white sweater and the black dickie that you could see through it. It was so funny. The oddest gift you've ever received. Oh man, I'd have to think about it. I'll try and think of that. The oddest gift. The oddest gift I've ever received. I don't know, I can't think of anything offhand. A vibrator from your ex-boss. Yeah. You know what? I can think of something. My Aunt Cookie, my dad's oldest sister, gave me all of her old used makeup once. Yeah. It was like from the 1970s. It was awesome. I hope your vibrator wasn't used. Batteries included, or was it plug-in? Electronically inappropriate. I think it's inappropriate on more than just the electronic level. It wasn't used. That's good. Yeah. This took a quick turn. You all know the disclaimer that Leisha, it's same thing here. It's just anything goes. Had to wrap up a vibrator for my boss and give it to someone. I'm sitting here actually laughing and my dog is looking at me like I'm crazy. Being a personal assistant sucked. Oh, gosh. I thought it was funny as hell when Brian took me into the adult store to check out the equipment, and one of the selling features was that it was a double click to turn it on so it doesn't accidentally turn itself on in your luggage. What is the weirdest gift that any of you have gotten? I'm going to start working on my painting while we're talking too. Hey, Terry. Christmas lunch. Wonderful. Rhinestone pole fitness shorts. Hey, I have no choice, Valerie. I can only be me. It doesn't go well when I try and be somebody else. My husband sometimes wants me to be somebody else, but I can't be that person. It's hard to come up with a weird gift, isn't it, Christy? You got a drafting table. That's awesome. A cord for a printer, but they couldn't afford the printer. Hey, I get this extra cord. I have an assortment of phone charger cords that are no longer, relevant. A case of strawberry wine coolers. Everyone knew I was allergic. Ew, that's not nice. Got my sister a butt plug. Told her she was too uptight. I wasn't invited this year, needless to say. I love it, Tila. That's great. What time is it here? It is, I don't know. I gotta check. It's almost 11 o'clock. $5 gift cards to McDonald's for the family. White elephant gift was a signed frame photo of the guy who gave the gift. That's a good point. Okay, white elephant. That's probably where I got my weirdest gift. And it's not really funny or anything. It was a charm with the year 1996. Like, I'm guessing for somebody who graduated in 96. But yeah, I got a charm that said 96 on it. A pit bull terrier. He turned out to be a big baby. Go play Santa. Love ya. Keep the vibrators away from the kids. Gag Gifts, but I think I got like a baby toy. Yeah, we did Secret Santa a lot at work, and I liked to give good stuff. Like, I moved all of my CDs to my computer, so I gave away the Eric Clapton Crossroads CD sets, like the whole box set. And, in exchange, I got like a coffee mug that was ugly as sin and full of ink in the bottom because it was somebody's pencil mug. I love it when that happens. Oh, I can turn this light back off. We don't need to be lighting my double chin. Okay. One time I gave away a box of unused hotel shampoos collected over the year. Now, see, I would probably appreciate that. It's like an assortment. This year, Brian did get our family some small gifts to send home. I think he put a limit of like $5 a person on each person that we bought for. And, for the women in the family, he got handmade soaps and things like that. We live in a kind of a touristy area, and it's the off season, so he got great deals on all this stuff. And he got like, it was normally like 3 t-shirts for $10, and he talked them into like 8 t-shirts for $10, so people got like a bar of soap and a t-shirt. A lot of t-shirts from the area is what we're giving out, people. Souvenir crap is what we sent home. Partying for 2 days, you're bushed. All right, Deb. Woo! I'm excited because I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's like 3 days in a row, which is like never happens. Feeling sick, Terry. Is it going to take a while before they fix your roof damage, Terry, from the hailstorm? And you haven't been in your house very long either, have you, Terry? Didn't you just move? Because I've been watching your videos from the beginning and you're talking about moving. Oh, that was a friend of yours? Ooh. But you moved recently, didn't you, Terry? Into your... The house is condemned. I have an implant in my back. I have to go charge or I won't be able to move. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Tila. Thanks for stopping by. Yep, you got an apartment. Okay, so that picture you showed me of the ceiling caved in, that was not your place. Okay, good. I obviously misunderstood. Okay, so if money was no object, what would you want as a gift? Was that the question? Or what would you want to give somebody? Or just money was no object, what's the first thing you'd buy for yourself? What's the question? I missed the question. It disappeared on me. What would I give to my husband if money was no object? I would give him a fishing boat. He wants, that's his dream job, is to run charter fishing down here. Take people out and just go fishing every day. So I would buy him a boat. A really nice boat. And then I'd buy a second yacht for us to go around the world in. If money was no object, what would I buy for myself? If money was no object for myself, I don't know. I don't know what I'd get for myself. I'd probably get a nice vacation. I've always wanted to go to Europe. In Australia, I would probably take a year to travel the world. That's what I'd buy myself. Yes, I could diamond paint the outside of the yacht. I could diamond paint the hull of his charter fishing boat to attract fish with all the sparkles, too. I will not cut Chum up, though. Not happening. No, not gonna happen. Merry Christmas, Terry. Wouldn't that be fun, Christy? Yeah. My husband has his captain's license, up to a certain size or whatever. I don't know, like 7 passengers is what he's able to take out. But I've never been on a big boat with him, but if he was capable, I would love to have a yacht and have him take us around the world in the yacht. Checked your mailbox and you have China mail. Oh my goodness, Becky. That's awesome. Just got the notification and it won't let me. Okay, I've got Danette messaging me. Hang on, guys. I got to see what's going on with Danette. It won't let me. Oh no, she can't get on the live chat. Oh no. I'll have to like message her on this and hold her up so she can join us. Oh, and Merry Christmas, Karina. Thanks for stopping in. Danette and I were trying to figure out how to get one of these going with many people, and I think I found an app that we would be able to do a whole bunch of video streams all in one place. I haven't had time to experiment with it. I know in the past when I was gaming, we would do, um, oh God, what's the one for phone? There's one for phone, Line, Line, was the app that we would use for community phone calls, conference calls, to talk about our game. But I was looking for one for video, and it's called You in the App Store. And you're supposed to be able to do multiple video so that essentially you'd have like the Brady Bunch on your screen to be able to see everybody, and we could all talk and do lives with each other. And that was Danette's idea. And so she and I have been, so you can hear me, right, Danette? Because I can see you messaging. Yeah, so that was her idea, and we've been looking into it, trying to figure it out. So that's something that I think would be fun, is rather than just a one-sided conversation and reading, is for scheduling these every so often, maybe, once a month or something, to be able to do video chats with a bunch of people. And I think depending on if you actually were to buy a subscription, you can get up to 100 people. Now, you'd be little teeny tiny dots on the screen, but how fun would that be to be able to actually see and talk? And I think there's a way that it has, whoever's talking will like become the primary picture. So that's probably like nauseous, but yeah, I think that that would be fun. Right, Deanne? It sounds like it would be fun to have a whole bunch of people being able to video chat with each other. And if you're not comfortable with showing your face, just point it at your painting or whatever you're doing. Yep, so Danette can hear. She's messaging me on Messenger, and I can read it while I'm talking. So apparently she can't see, but she can hear. Yeah, right? I'm thinking that would be fun. So it's called You, like you as in university. And I saw it in the App Store, and I downloaded it. And Danette and I have been meaning to experiment with that and figure it out. But I think that that would be something cool to do. And then Line, Line, like I said, that's just phone call. It's like a conference call through an app. Oh, Danette's at work. Oh, Danette, you're working Christmas Eve? You got tomorrow off, I hope. Yuck. But, it's what, double time and a half or something? Hopefully. You get to be Marsha. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. It's always about Marsha. Florence, nice surprise. Got the notification live. Merry Christmas, Florence. How are you? You want to be Alice? I never thought I'd hear somebody say that. I want to be Alice. Of all the characters, that's the most desirable to you. My favorite was always Peter. I like Peter. Pal Talk, when we can all be on cam. Pal Talk is the same thing, Jennifer Jones, for video. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking into it and I found You. Is Pal Talk free? But you're naked now. Okay. Naughty Alice. Oh, okay. I had not put those two together, Alice in Wonderland and Alice from the Brady Bunch. Oh, you can now see me. Oh, right. Why did that? Yeah, so, what? I forgot. Okay, yeah, but anyway, I thought that would be fun. Because I know I heard somebody else talking about this. They were talking about a diamond painting cruise. I'm thinking Terry. That was probably you who started that, but I think Terry left the room. Hi, Amy. But yeah, that would be fun to do a diamond painting cruise, wouldn't it? I don't have the money for it. All right, Danette, you're not popping up anymore. I gotta pull that up and see what it said. Okay. You're Jan. Danette's going to be Jan. Jan with braces and glasses. Merry Christmas, Christy. Merry Christmas, Amy. Jennifer Roberts, go put on clothes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think a diamond painted cruise would be fun. I need some time to save up for that, though. I gotta get my shit together first. Sorry, Jennifer. This is not a clothing optional live. Wrong channel. I think, never mind. Not saying it. Get myself in trouble. I'm not the one with the dirty mind in this house. That's all I gotta say. I didn't have to answer every tag question with, that's a loaded question. iPad needs to be charged. Merry Christmas to all and all good night. Good night, Lois. I didn't see you in there, Lois. Have a Merry Christmas. Don't be naughty. I can't help it. I'm not the naughty one. I'm really not, Christy. My husband's the one with the dirty mind. You're about to watch my tag with my hubby. Yeah, it was fun. And I still have not been able to get him to do his toast and peanut butter gingerbread house. Okay. You got distractedly. Were you in the middle of changing, Jennifer, and you saw I was live and just came running, streaking out to catch it? Because there's a first time for everything. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my husband to do another video. I really think that it would be fun as hell for Flossie and Ethel to do the gingerbread toast house. But he was laying on the couch today going, I'm bored. And I'm like, well, let's do a video of making the gingerbread house out of toast. And I couldn't get him to do it. And so he just fell asleep on the couch. And I listened to a Ghost of a Chance saga trilogy. I don't know, it's not a trilogy. There's more than 3, but I know everybody, I think my husband has a very special talent for video. He's very good at it. And it's so hard to improv off of him because he makes no freaking sense that all I have to do is shoot looks at him and like shake my head and it ends up coming across as actually pretty funny. It's really hard to, and if I try and like set it up ahead of time to tape something with him, he's like, no, don't tell me what we're going to talk about because then it's like, I can't be natural. Like, whatever, is the Second City? What's going on here? Oh, I think I missed something from Danette here. Let's see. Oh, no, she's Jan. Just got on here. Merry Christmas to you and your family. All your funny characters. Thank you so much. We could all get in the Brady Bunch app and tell him. I think he'd be overwhelmed. Yeah, you know what? I don't even know if he's checking comments on his YouTube channel anymore. It was like the one-hit wonder. He had so much fun with that, and now I can't get him to do it again. But now he's got fishing on the brain again. So he went fishing twice this weekend. So I think he's about to, find a new passion and disappear all the time, which is okay with me. Because I like alone time. I like to have the house to myself. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, he's having fun with the fishing. Actually, Danette had suggested it like months ago. I told her how bummed out he was. She's like, well, try and get him to go fishing or something. I'm like, I keep trying to tell him to go fishing, and he's like, oh, you really have to own a boat to, have fishing. Yeah. Yes, fishing video. I told him, make a video about, a transplant, Wisconsin to Florida, and how to figure out how to go fishing. Danette had even suggested that, who to ask, who to talk to, how to figure it out, and yeah. I'm like, or just, any kind of whatever, the backwoods guy in, Florida trying to fill his need to kill things. What are you going to kill here? You know, the only wildlife is like those little lizards and the cranes, and I think the cranes are protected. So, yeah, he's got to hunt something in order to feel fulfilled. Gators, right? He wants to do that, Tammy, but he needs to find somebody to take him because that's something you cannot just go out by yourself and learn how to do. Jasmine ignores the lizards. She barely pays attention, Jennifer. I was concerned when we moved here because I didn't know if they were poisonous. I was worried that she'd eat them. So I Googled it and researched it and all this to make sure she would be okay if she ate the lizards. And we get down here and they just walk right past her and she just barely even lifts her eyes to look at them. She doesn't care. The cranes, however, she did run out there and charge them one day when they were standing on the sidewalk. I didn't see it, but Brian said, yeah, she went charging after the cranes. And then they like took one step toward her and she turned around and hightailed it back into the house. So at least she's not an idiot. But yeah, she pays no attention to lizards. The squirrel barely even gets her attention. There's a squirrel that's constantly climbing up the screens. They're the same size, right? The lizards or the cranes or the squirrels are the same size. Ranges, cranes. The cranes, I would say, because I walked up to them that day that I recorded them, I would say their head probably comes up to my chest, so they're probably 4 feet tall. I'm thinking those cranes are big. The babies are cute. I had a baby almost land in my convertible one day when I was driving out of my neighborhood. I was going to work, had the top down, and it was like its first flight, and it was kind of like teetering, trying to land in the road. And I slowed down because I was afraid that it was going to shit on me. So I like wanted it to get ahead of me, and yeah, it was doing this like right above my head, and it ended up landing in the street, and then the parents landed on either side and they wouldn't move. Huge Canadian geese. Yes, when I grew up in Illinois, we had a pond in our yard, and the geese, it was like on their migratory pattern, and we would end up with thousands of Canadian geese in our yard, and our driveway was just one slick skating rink of goose shit for that couple of weeks that they were passing through. It was awesome. I think I hear fireworks. I definitely hear fireworks. Hi, diamond painting nurse. We also used to have cranes when I was in Illinois. They must have been migrating too, because I don't think, but they were like the big blue heron cranes. Canadian geese. Oh, I guess it's the sound again. Anybody got snow for Christmas? I don't. It did warm up though. I don't know if I don't know if my family got snow either. I talked to my dad the other day and he said it was like 40. No snow in Georgia. Ginger, where are you? Snow in Connecticut. Northwest Indiana, none. Looks like spring outside. Vermont. Okay, so it sounds like the northeast is getting snow, huh? We just had tornadoes. Lots of rain. What are you laughing at, Danette? So Danette, can you can hear but not see, or you can see it now too? Because I know you're like messaging me separate from everybody else. She's got like her personal line right to me. I can log into my work computer and we can message each other on that too. No snow in West Virginia. Yeah, I can't say I miss snow yet. It has not been long enough. I'm not looking forward to going back up there. I was kind of, I know it's sad to say, I was kind of relieved that we weren't going home for Christmas. Not that I don't want to see my family, but I was not looking forward to cold weather. I don't own any warm clothes anymore. I don't think I have anything that fits that would cover below my calves. Because all my clothes are either capris or dresses and skirts. Plus, I just wear pajamas like 6 days a week now. Merry Christmas, Alexander. Oh, I missed what you said, Danette. Let me see. Your weather is great. Yeah, Danette's in Phoenix. Oh, you can see in here. You just got your personal line right to me, so that you're on this side of the screen and everybody else is over here. Yep, diamond painting nurse. I lived in Virginia for a year and it snowed when I was there and people had no clue how to drive in that. Snow, very little snow in Saskatchewan. When I lived in Virginia, now that would have been 25 years ago that I was in Virginia. I lived in Charlottesville for a year and I remember they had an ice storm in Kentucky and they were talking about how they closed all the interstates because this, I don't know if this was true or bullshit, but, and we're talking 25 years ago, they're like, the state of Kentucky only had 3 salt trucks to spread salt, so they just had to close the interstates. I'm like, really? You just can't, so it won't let you type in the chat. You can just see and hear it. It's like you're watching the recorded version a moment behind us. Tucson, no snow in Tucson. I didn't know you were in Tucson, Roxanne. Have I pinned you on the map yet? Because I'm thinking, I don't know if I've pinned anybody in Arizona yet. You are special, Danette. Very special. Not the helmet kind wearing, helmet wearing kind of special. You're just special. Yes, Jennifer, I need your map info. No special ed here. That's one of our ongoing jokes between my husband and I is, that your helmet with the flashlights on order because you're so very special. I actually, with the twins, when they got bike helmets for Christmas one year, they were so excited about it that they insisted on wearing their bike helmets everywhere we went. So I had the minivan with the sliding door, and I'd open it up, and there's 2, 3-year-olds with bike helmets in their car seats. I'm like, they were preemies. They're very special. My husband had this running joke about his mom that he was going to take her out on he has a John boat with a beaver tail motor, for those of you who know what the hell that is. He hunted deer in a marsh. So there's lots of lily pads and everything. So instead of like a regular outboard with the motor that goes down underwater, it's this long thing that kind of, the propeller's like at the surface. It's this long ass motor. And he said that when his mom was old and feeble, he was going to put her in a rocking chair strapped to the front of his John boat and just put her right up on the bow and take her out in the marsh and put a cape on her so it could flap in the wind, and he'd get her a special helmet, a flashlight and everything. And she's like, don't you freaking dare. But yeah, I think that's my husband's dream, is just, show off his mother in the marsh. I don't know. It's weird. Very weird. I keep missing what you're saying. Okay, what'd you say? Oh, yeah, I know. I haven't pinned you. I haven't pinned a lot of people. And last time I updated everything, I think I had probably about a total of 140 people to pin. And I've pinned, I think, about 40. So I got about 100 people to go. My biggest problem with the map videos is because in order to track all of the comments, I have to do that on my laptop, and I do 99% of my work on my phone. So before I can do a map, I got to go get on the computer, go through all the old comments, and I have a system to know which ones have been put on the spreadsheet. You get a heart, but not a thumbs up. So I got to dig through all the comments, find the old ones, put them on the spreadsheet, update the spreadsheet, sort the spreadsheet, and then record. And it's a whole process. So that's why when I do them, I like the last one especially, I like cranked through and did like, I don't even know, 20 people or something like that, because there's so much prep work involved in doing a map video that when I put out that question about would you rather have big long videos with everybody or just a couple at a time, it's too much work to just do a few at a time. So I do like an hour's worth. And then by the time I edit out all of the silence of me trying to Google where the hell you are, it ends up bringing it down to like a half an hour, 45 minutes. But yeah, I want to finish the book. That's my number one priority, is to finish that book, because it should not take a person 6 months to read a book. And I think we all want to find out what happens next. I'm close to the end. I think I just did chapter 19, and I think there's like 24 chapters, so we're getting close. And then I want to get the map up to date where everybody's on it and just new people would be put on there. And then, beyond that is, I don't really tend to do too terribly much about diamond painting on my channel. I really don't. I guess that's just kind of like a sidebar thing that brought me into the community. I just tend to talk about just random whatever's going on. You are enjoying the book. I'm glad. I'm glad. The US makes it really small, 100. Yes, I also think I need like an 8 by 10 foot world map for this pinning. And damn it, if I have to, I'll just paint one on my wall, like behind that couch. I'll just pull out the couch and I'll paint a world map. Take me forever to do it, but I want a giant one. Or I have to go to like a school supply. You remember the old pull down world maps that they had, and I'll find one, order one. YouTube, Danette, it's on YouTube. Yeah, so I think it's cool with the map thing, but yeah, my map is way too small because I've got like, the pins are going to be like, yeah, you're not even going to be able to see. Plus, it doesn't even have the outlines of the states on it. It's not good. It's not conducive to pinning. It's really not. I need a bigger map. Someday. That'll be, maybe I'll ask for one for Christmas next year from Brian as a big map. And he'll be like, really? You don't want jewelry? I'm like, no, I want a giant map. But it has to be the night. I have to like the colors because I don't want an ugly colored map. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Diamond pins, yes. Yes. Maps, yeah, jewelry. Yeah, see, I'm not big on jewelry. You never see me wearing earrings or necklace or nothing. I just, yeah. You bet Jan has one of those maps. Could be. She's the one who sent me the map pins in all the different colors because yeah. But, yeah. Oh, who saw Jan's video that she sent me? Because that was, when do you think you'll do a drill with me video? I'm doing one. I got drills right here. Yeah, Jan is not tech savvy, and so she had wanted me to do the video about the space bags forever for is her story. Oopsies. Yeah, so she really wanted me to put out that video for the space bags, and I just hadn't done it. And so I said, well, why don't you do it and send it to me? And Danette was working the day that I was trying to explain to Jan through Messenger how to load her video into YouTube, because she had tried to email it to me and she tried to send it on Messenger, and of course it's way too big. So I spent 2 hours with Jan messaging her screenshots of every single step, how to load her video to YouTube, title it, list it, how to find the link and send me the link. And she's like, how do I find my YouTube channel? I'm like, oh, Jesus. Okay. So it was an event in and of itself, but she was awesome and very patient, and she didn't give up, and she figured it out, and she got it uploaded, and she got it sent to me. And I think she did a great job explaining it. She was a natural in front of the camera. Bye, Valerie. Well, thanks, Danette. Yeah, I need to, I don't know if did you ever send me your stuff? Because, I mean, I know where a lot of you guys are from, but you haven't sent me, like, your official, here's what I want you to say about me thing. 3 cats, dogs, oh my God, the hairs and the diamond paintings. Yes, the bags, right? That's a good idea. The way Jan originally pitched it to me was that she thought it could be used to flatten out your canvases. Like, the way I probably was misunderstanding her, was to, like, get the wrinkles out or whatever. And I'm like thinking, if you squish that down and there's wrinkles, you're just gonna, like, make them worse. But now that I watched her video, I totally understand better what she meant. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna keep them safe, especially if you're in a place like I am with high humidity and you're worried about moisture or anything, or God forbid something were to flood and all your paintings got soaking wet. Yeah, they're now going to be watertight. You can float them. Putting together a play kitchen. Oh, I loved my play kitchen when I was a kid. I missed what you said, Danette. Let me see. She said, did I get the black off my table? No, I did not get the black off my table. It's not as bad as it was. It's not nearly as dark. Jan had suggested that I used, what did she have me use? I think I tried using Brian's solvent, and then there was something else, and the magic eraser worked well too, but it's not completely gone. And then somebody else just in the last day suggested hydrogen peroxide and the stripper that you use to strip the dye out of your hair. Just put it on a Q-tip and try it on a small spot. But it's not as bad as it was. But yeah, that was kind of a shock because, I mean, those drills weren't sitting on my desk like for a long period of time. I literally like knocked the tray over and then took my hand and just like scooped them up on my fingers and put them back in the tray, and just the wiping them across the desk with my hand, that moment, black all over it. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, smushed and won't lose any vacuum packed. Yes, yep, exactly. You're not going to lose the diamonds. They're in the bag. Absolutely. I think it's a fantastic idea. Jan's YouTube channel name. She doesn't have an actual channel. She's just signed up so that she can leave comments, but she actually has, I think, 11 subscribers, and I told her that a long time ago when I think it was Deb was trying to find Jan and contact her to ask her something, and they ended up chatting for a long time. But I told Jan, you have 11 subscribers. She's like, how do I see who they are? And I don't remember if I even explained, but she had no idea she had subscribers. Yeah, it's just Jan Smith. Good luck. It's like, you know, Bob Smith. There's going to be a million of them. But I guess the easiest way would be find her in my comments and click on her name, and you'll get into her channel that way. But she ended up sending me, she posted her video as unlisted, and then I used my screen recorder to record it off of my phone to snag it and put it into my video. But yeah, now that she's got it done once, I'm thinking that, you know, maybe she'll send us some more of her ideas, because that woman, I swear, she has the most amazing ideas in hacks. That's why she got the name Hackgiver, constantly coming up with ideas for stuff that's like just you never would have thought of. And then that box of stuff that she sent me, I mean, yeah, it's been a long time since she sent it, but still, I'll think of something I need to figure out, and I'll be like, you know, she sent me whatever in that box, and then I'll grab it and I'm like, yes, this is perfect. And it's not necessarily what she would have thought, but yeah, it's fun. It's like a box of gizmos and doodads, and you just play with it and figure it out. And I had so much fun just playing with the magnets. You want a Jan, right? Yeah, Jan has the best ideas. But I mean, who would have thought in a million years, at least not me, that okay, let's say a year from now, I'm going to have a YouTube channel, and one of my subscribers is going to send me a box full of catheters. I never would have imagined that. How did you connect it first? Jan had one of my videos pop up as a recommended video for her. She was not a diamond painter, but it just popped up, you know, probably at the end of a video recommended for you, and she clicked on it and watched it and thought, who the hell is this crazy woman? And liked it and started watching them more and more and commenting, and still for months didn't pick up a diamond painting at all until we did the decal. And finally she went out to Michael's and bought herself a diamond painting to try it out. And I kept nagging her, going, why don't you try it, try it, try it, try it. Oh, I've got too many other things I want to do, because she does a ton of crafts on her own. And she tried it, and she liked it, and then she finished that one and she went out and bought another one. I taught you a hard lesson on regarding those drills. So yeah, that's how I met Jan. I was just a recommended video for her, and she doesn't diamond paint. So go figure how I ended up in her recommended videos. Maybe she was watching my toilet repair video as her first one. I have no idea. But yeah. But she is so much fun to talk to on the phone. There's no holds barred with her. My husband walked by once when I was talking to her on the phone, and he's like, because yeah, it's like, swears like a trucker. Absolutely. She is, kind of made me blush a couple times. It's like, whew. But she is so much fun. She's awesome. Love her to death. And I was actually very pleased that she made that video and sent it to me. Um, I think she was kind of apprehensive about it. Well, Amy, thank you. Jan is very cool. And I don't even know how to explain it. She's like the big sister I never had, I guess. She's, yeah. How did I meet my husband? Match.com. Yep. I met my husband online. Go figure. Probably because I never leave the house. Yeah. Met him online on Match, and we lived like a mile from each other. Yeah, really did. That's actually how I met the twins' dad, too. I met a lot of my boyfriends that way. That was like my primary way of dating. Once I was a mom, I didn't have babysitters and stuff to go to the bars. I had no way of going out socially because I didn't have anybody to watch my kids. So I dated online. Nope. Bye, Danette. Talk to you later, honey. Yeah, so bars are expensive, unless you're easy. Then you get a lot of drinks for free. My best bar story would be when I lived in Virginia. I was in college. I got pregnant in college with my first son. And I moved to Virginia, and I lived in Charlottesville, which is also a college town, and I lived with my cousin. So I was 21. Hi, Molly. And my cousin was 6 months younger than me, so we're both like 21, and I'm pregnant, so I can't drink, obviously, but I'd still go hang out in the bars with her because it was a college town. It was fun, and I was belly up to the bar, and this guy is flirting with me and stuff, and he's like, yeah, you want to go for a ride on my bike? I got my bike out back, and I'm like, well, maybe, I don't know. And he's like, well, can I buy you a drink? I'm like, sure, I'm just drinking cherry Coke. And then the bar's closed, and he's like, so you gonna go for that ride? And I'm like, sure. And I turn, and I'm like 8.5 months pregnant with the big old belly, and he's like, you know what, I forgot, I don't have a second helmet. I'm like, okay, nice talking to you. Yeah, I like pulling shit like that on people. It's so mean, right? Poor guy. Probably took all of his nerve to get it, to talk to me to begin with. And then, yeah, she's preggers. So, yep. Yeah, I know. I'm so mean. Yeah. Merry Christmas, Tanya. Every skin dip in that pool. Ever skinny dip in the pool? No, haven't. Heck, Ivor's in the house. Jan, we've been talking about you. Were you listening? Were your ears burning? You're going to be a star, honey. I chunky dunk in the pool. And not in the Caddyshack Baby Ruth kind of way. Mm-mm. Did you miss the whole conversation we just had about you, Jan? She is shy. No. She's confused. You're tuned in. Yep, I love you, Jan. You're awesome. I still haven't used the catheters for anything, but if I sit here much longer, I might need to. You had a guy when I was pregnant, and I was young and stupid in school, and he wanted to do it behind the dumpster. I was like, really? Yeah, that's romantic. New meaning to dumpster dive. Could design a map with the catheters. Possibly. Like a new subway system. I'll figure something out with those. Had a kid with my first boss. In comes Mina. Okay. My first one was a trip to Cancun for New Year's. Oops. The vibratory. The vibratory. Okay, all kinds of things come to mind. Vibratory. With the catheters? I'm tired. I'm bugging for a smoke is what I am, Jennifer. Now that Jan walked in, it's like I have to go smoke. I am going to figure out something awesome. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like I'm going to make Christmas tree garland lights with my catheters. My first job, Alicia, was McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's. And I was the only one who took pride in cleaning the dining room. I was the one who would pull the pickles off the walls and wash the bottom sides of the tables, because I don't think most people think to wash the bottom side of the table. But you always know when you go and stick your hand there, like to pull yourself in and you stick your hand. I'd pull all the gum off. I cleaned the bathrooms well. I was awesome at cleaning. And then I got stuck with always cleaning because I was the only one who ever did it well. But yeah, first job was McDonald's. Yep, and I gained a lot of weight because you got a really great discount. No kid with a boss. We're talking about bosses and vibrators. It's a deadly combination. First job was at McDonald's too. Yep, underneath is gross. But then again, the top is really gross too. Long John Silver's. I couldn't deal with smelling all that fish all the time. I don't like the smell of seafood. No. My second job was weighing gravel trucks at a quarry. Goodwill. See, now that would be probably kind of fun, Goodwill. Especially if you're bringing this stuff in, but that could be gross too. But yeah, the hoarding thing and Goodwill and seeing all that stuff come in and, you know, going through all of it. Yeah, that's like a hoarder's dream, isn't it, to work at Goodwill? Wedding photographer assistants, paid to eat cake. Yes. You'd put the stuff away. Yeah. Yep. I had another job where I worked retail clothing. It was like a teeny bopper store, but I was not acceptable to work on the floor, so they put me in the back room steaming the clothes that came in. County fair or country fair. Mine was first job, worked 4 hours first day. Hubby picked me up, said, "Oh my God, you stink greasy fries." Drove a payphone, called them and tell them you quit. You can't handle the smell of you every day. Yeah. 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 I'm trying to think what my worst job ever was. My worst job ever. Okay. So I dropped out of college, and the first job I got after dropping out was for a veterinarian. I was supposed to be a veterinarian's assistant. But what I didn't know until I got there, it wasn't assisting with the animals. It was assisting with the 2-year-old in the playpen with the blistering diaper rash in the back, because he had the kid at work with him and he wanted me to just take care of the kid and change the diaper and deal with the diaper rash. And I had never held a baby or changed a diaper in my life. I didn't last till lunch. I quit. Santa's almost here, Wendy. You may see him soon. Don't be scared. Oh my God, you kind of freak me out because I'm now imagining, you know, I've got this like 20-foot glass door of like this fat man just plastered up against the glass going, ho, ho, ho. So, yeah, creepy. Yeah, so that That was, yeah, the worst was being expected to change some total stranger's kid, and you just peed a little. I have a catheter for that. I'll send you some, Jennifer. Yeah. I actually never held a baby until I had one, believe it or not. Never held a baby until I had my son Cole, and I never changed a diaper until him either. So, yeah. I have a whole box of catheters in 2 different sizes. I don't know, am I supposed to be in bed? I feel the fear. Um, no, I'm not supposed to be in bed. I am a night owl. My husband is an early bird, and that keeps happening. What the hell? It is not uncommon for me to be going to bed as he's waking up. So, 4 different sizes. Billy Bob Bad Santa. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if my phone is overheating now and that's why it keeps cutting me out. That could be, I'm guessing. I don't know. What did Jan say? I missed it. My phone keeps dying. I don't know what she said. I missed it. Yeah, but yeah, I've got catheters, so anybody who needs a catheter, you just let me know and I'll hook you up. And you don't even have to tell me what size. We'll get one of each. All right, with that, I think I am going to call it quits because my phone keeps croaking. Glitter hang on tree, Jan said. That's what I'm thinking, Jan. I'm going to like figure something out and I'm going to string them, whether they actually have those tiny little LED lights or something. I'll figure something out. I'm going to make something out of those catheters. Damn it, I am. I have to. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night, you guys. It has been awesome. You guys keeping me company on Christmas Eve. Love you all. And I'm gonna come up with something. I'm gonna make something for my husband tomorrow. My whole family's getting catheters for Christmas. I have to go work on that right now. Love you guys. I don't know how to turn this off. Bye, Brady Bunch. Good night. Good night. Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'll post a video soon of what I did with those catheters, and maybe I'll even get their reactions when they open catheters for Christmas. Because who doesn't want that? Never have to get up and go to the bathroom when you don't want to again. Bye, everybody. Good night.